Children in the Rockford area and across the nation trying to keep up and really catch up on those reading skills. We had a rough time during the pandemic, big setbacks with that. It's already kind of hard enough right now. We love having Kathy here from Rockford Reads. It is all about getting our community together and reading to these kids. And why is it so important?
It's so important because reading with kids sets their future. It sets the educational tone for the rest of their educational career. Reading, especially with second graders and also third graders, is a real pivotal point in their determination as to whether they will go on to college.
Yeah, and lots of things too. It's hard, when you look at our poverty rate in the city of Rockford, there's a lot of parents out there who are just trying to get by. Sometimes it's just you're trying to get the food on the table, where reading is one more thing. It can be kind of hard at home right now. So a lot of the kids aren't getting what they need.
They really are not. And that one-on-one time with a volunteer every week, the same person with the same kids, is so huge. We anticipated good academic benefits, but the mentoring aspect cannot be ignored. The social emotional relationship is huge.
So for people who don't know about the program, what is it? Because you do need mentors, you need the people to come in and read. What is the program for those who don't know?
Sure, so Rockford Reads is a program that we originated. Rockford Rotary, which I am a part of, started this program 22 years ago, amazingly enough, in conjunction with Rockford Public Schools and with Rockford Public Libraries. Rockford Public Libraries gets involved and provides training to the volunteers. We have 2 of those coming up next week. So the program involves soliciting volunteers from the community to go in and read with the kids, the same students, 1 hour a week for sure.
Is it the whole school year commitment? What is the commitment for those?
So the commitment is for a whole school year. However, that being said, we have a lot of retired volunteers, some of them snowbirds. So they come in, they read in the fall, Fast and Furious for a few months, and then they go to Florida or Arizona or somewhere, and they come back in the spring and read some more.
And it's so huge too. It's so important that we're able to do this. You get to see a little bit of the benefits. So not only with grades, the academic side of it, but what are some of the stories that you have and just the reaction that these kids, from when you start with a volunteer to then when you're wrapping it up at the end?
They are just so, we're not that far into the school year.
Right.
And already, like the students I read at Gregory, and the students that I read with, already I missed 1 week, and this little boy says, where were you?
Where were you? I'm holding you accountable.
But the relationship, again, I can't stress that enough. The stories are very touching. A lot of these kids don't read at home, right? As you said, and some of them don't own a book. So,
and it's just, and we take that stuff for granted, I think, too, if you've got kids at home. But do want to get you all the details here, too. You can go to our website, mystateline.com. But there you go. It boosts literacy. It's just an hour of your week if you're able to do that. I mean, they need role models, and it's, no pressure on you when you hear that. It's just being there and showing up, I think, is the big thing.
Showing up is huge.
Yeah.
And it's just reading. It starts at the beginning of the year, you're reading more, and then the kids take over.
We'll get you guys a link there too if you're interested. Your headlines, they're all coming up next, but of course just an hour. It's all you need to do to be able to change a kid's life. It's all next.